Why is he slowing down? I can't. I just can't. He's taking so long to get through this. Alright.
I've been watching for a long time on YouTube. Love the content. Keep up the good work.
Yeah, that was Schmitty Lives. Appreciate the 3,000 bits. And there's a 2-year resub from Lee Daddy 333. I think that's everybody. Appreciate all that support as always, guys.
Finally a GC.
Let's get into
been sooner except for my teammates.
Listen, this is rank 1 NA versus rank 2 NA, so we're pretty spoiled at the moment. And just another few little bits of information before we get this one started about this matchup.
I'm not sure why I have this since it's not my month.
Oh, hold on a second.
Forehead either way. Love you, Johnny. Gotta lurk for dinner. Be back
yeah, how do we have
less
this,
than
King Spectre? How have you got another month anniversary already? It's impressive. But welcome back for 26 months. Both the mods 26-month resubs. I love it. They're just it's like they're synergizing. But yeah, this will be the second time that Sharif and Ranny play against each other on my stream. The first time they played, Ranny was on a bit of a streak. He was on a win streak, and it was not long after Sharif won the 12 Titans NA qualifier for year 2 of 12 Titans. So they were both in form at that time, and it showed because they went to game 5, overtime, and then Ranny won it with a demo goal.
Did somebody say 26?
Another one, Spark Buddy, this time with tier 3. Holy cow, another 26-monther. Cheers, mate. I'll go and add in another tier 3 sub to your list of tier 3 subs, which is now at 7, because 6 wasn't enough. Are we getting frame drops? Oh no, we are getting a few frame drops. Sorry about that, guys. Not sure why that's happening. Maybe my brother's downloading something. Yeah, sorry about that, guys. Hopefully that's not going to persist. Ranny getting the first goal here. I was not looking at the goal. I was looking at my frames to see if that was an issue. Yeah, it says it's better now. Hopefully it stays like this. Yeah, apologies for that. Yeah, Ranny, I believe, is streaming if you want to catch him right now. He's streaming on twitch.tv/King Ranny. Sharif planning to stream afterwards, I believe. He's got a flip reset and then just kind of landed on his back. Not the most useful use of a flip reset there. Ranny able to respond quite easily. That's a very, very strange decision by Ranny, though, to come in for this boost steal. I mean, he was close to getting it, but even if he does get it, Sharif has a good chance of scoring on the counter anyway. The ball wasn't in the safest location, so maybe not the wisest decision to go in for that one. I'll reiterate something as well that I said as we were getting into the lobby here. That is that when I offered this match to Ranny, his first response to his stream, because he was streaming at the time, was to say, alright guys, shall I just take the L, because Sharif's been popping off recently. Playing out of his mind was, I believe, the exact words that Ranny said. But hey, to start things off, Ranny's holding his own pretty well. In fact, he's got the lead back. That is a good transition from defense to offense there. Straight down the middle, keeping the pressure up. You think Ranny's going to beat Sharif 3-2? That was the result last time they played. And Ranny right now is looking good. He's up to 3-1. Another little bit of info that you guys might be interested to know is that Sharif is heading to basic training. I think in 12 days is what he told me. He's going to be heading to basic trainings. This is kind of like his, for now, the last few matches that we'll see, or the last few days that we'll see Sharif playing Rocket League. And then I think for the next 6 or 7 months after that, he'll be away. He'll be MIA from the Twitch scene. So make sure to go and say goodbye to Sharif temporarily if you are a fan. Even if you're not. Nice little interception here by Ranny. He's up 5-1 now. Making it look quite comfortable as well. Sharif's not looked anywhere near as good as he has in other series that he's played on stream in the past. He's a very hot and cold player. Very on and off. Ranny, certainly a more consistent breed of Rocket League player. So you know what you're going to get with Ranny most of the time. Sharif, you never have a clue. Sometimes he's able to make top tier NA players look like completely second best. On other days, he is, well, making recoveries like this. So we'll see if he can change things around as the series progresses. He's still got just about half of game 1 to figure it out. Good run up for this, but Sharrieff's taking too long to turn. Doesn't line up his shot at all well. Ranny a bit out of position here though. Sharrieff will get it past him, and that should be a goal. It will be, but Ranny actually might have had a chance to get back and save this one. It's actually a really interesting decision there by Ranny. He went for a double jump challenge and then just flew into position. He did get back much quicker than I expected, but you can see there on his perspective why he didn't make contact with the ball. It was a bit of an awkward one. Not a conventional way to challenge and then recover. Still 3 goals in there. Ranny in a comfortable spot. He missed another boost steal. That's how he conceded one of the goals earlier in the game. Into the air goes Sharrieff. He's looking for a bump at the end of this one. He can't quite catch Ranny. He reverses out of the way of another bump. It's good evasion tactics by Ranny, just to make sure that this 3-goal lead stays intact. Now he's looking to add to it. Is he going to play aggressive on this? Yes, he is. Ranny makes it 4 goals. And he just smelled blood in the water here. He knew there might be a chance that Sharrieff's completely boost starved. And he was right. Yeah, Ranny is also streaming, indeed. You can watch his POV on his own Twitch channel. He's now finished. I think Ranny, he did his 365 days in a row of streaming. Oh dear, Sharrieff is all over the place right now. Not playing at all well, at all like himself. I mean, right now, he's trying to keep the ball in the corner. His plan is actually a pretty good one. He can maybe catch Ranny off guard by cutting in field like that. Or at least that was the plan. It's a great touch by Ranny, actually. Giving himself plenty of time to grab the boost at the side of the field and maybe even threaten a shot. Sharrieff getting his 3rd goal of the game, though, and it is a good shot to put it in the bottom corner. Sharrieff able to finally recover well. He's not had the best recoveries so far this game, but that was good enough. Ranny was not positioned well to save a shot in that exact corner. Sharrieff just catching a piece of this one. It's staying on target almost. Ranny changes it up, makes it go too far wide though. And he's staying on the ball here. There's good ball pressure. He doesn't want to concede the ball possession too easily there. Now Sharrieff's going to test Ranny on the backboard. It's a low shot and a save by Sharrieff, or by Ranny, sorry. It looked like he might pre-jump over that one, but he stayed just low enough. Sharrieff under a minute left to try and make this comeback happen. That's a good start though. And you know, at this rate, he could be on track to making this a tense ending. I'm Divine, thanks to the Twitch Prime sub, I appreciate that. And also Infinite Fail 18 with a tier 1. Welcome guys. Sharrieff needs some kickoff possession here. Kickoff goals would be even better. Ranny tripping him up is not going to help his cause. He might get enough chances to make this a possibility though. Ranny sticks himself in an awkward position for Sharrieff to get by, and he's done enough yet again to shut down Sharrieff's offense, and that touch I think has just won Ranny the game. Sharrieff's going to struggle to create 3 chances from here, but hang on, actually he's caught a demo and now he's just completely missed the target. What is going on with Sharrieff today? He's not able to get the dunk either, but this has got to be one of the worst single games that I've seen Sharrieff play in a long time. And, you know, going into this game, I fully believe it as well. Ranny told me that Sharrieff's been popping off recently, that he's been playing out of his mind, so it's been a really, really off game here for Sharrieff. Not at all what we were expecting, but we'll see if he can pick up any momentum going into game 2. We know, looking at many Sharrieff games in the past, that it just takes a moment sometimes and he can completely turn a series around. Just 1 goal is all he really needs. 1 goal where he feels like he's done a cracking job, where he can score a banger essentially, and maybe he'll feel a lot better about his own gameplay, start to play more consistently. Maybe you should donate to me. Thanks for gifting a sub to It's Iron. I don't know how to read this. But welcome to the stream, dude. Sure, you've taken a little 30-second here. Doesn't seem like a bad idea, to be honest, after a game like that he just showed us. Looks like he tabbed out, now just coming back in. So this is it. Sharrieff needs to significantly improve upon what he just showed us in game 1. Let's see if he can do it. Ranny. I'm expecting to see more of the same from him. Early dodge and a little air roll as well, just to make sure that he's got the save here. Sharrieff, boost advantage, not able to use it for much though. Ranny missing the side boost, means he has to go into Sharrieff's corner to grab one. That's going to force him back into his own half now. And Sharrieff with the ball chase, gets the ball onto Ranny's goal line, but it hasn't gone in. And oh dear, this might not be Sharrieff's day, certainly not yet. It's a good turn and shot though by Sharrieff. Able to come out with 100 boost now. He's trying to just flex his way into good play, Sharrieff. This is sometimes the way that he does it. He'll just start air rolling almost unnecessarily and landing in awkward positions just to try and warm himself up. You can see he's doing it again with these dodges off the wall and off the low aerial challenges that he's making. Sharrieff really desperately trying to get into the zone. Ranny's going to make that as hard as difficult, or as hard as he can for him to do that. Sharrieff forcing a near post save, but Ranny was there in more than enough time. You know, nothing else for Sharrieff so far. He is keeping Ranny at bay, and oh my goodness, should have been a goal for Ranny actually. Ranny's actually the one missing a target now, and taking a demo from Ranny to give him a second shot at this. Not enough boost to really wind up on that reverse 45-degree flick. Sharrieff still trying to find his stride, trying to play his best. Ranny's going to take the lead though in game 2 as well, and it's a very impressive flick that's done it for him. He rolled into this one beautifully, didn't he? Starts spinning it on target. I'd love to see that kind of flick with the new Psionics curveball. Infinite Fail 18, hey, thanks for the tier 3 sub. I saw that you just tier 1 sub, now you've tier 3 sub. Cheers for the upgrade. It didn't pop off because when you do that, when you tier 1 sub and then you upgrade it, it doesn't give you an alert for some reason. It's just broken. But I did see it in my chat. Ranny 2-0. Sharrieff still all over the place here in this game. Struggling to line up. He wanted to kind of fake Ranny away from that one with a couple of forward maneuvers. Ranny just closed the distance. Takes the ball for free. Ranny now using his own crossbar to keep this one out. Sharrieff yet to score in the second game. Poopy22, thanks for 6 months tier 1, mate.
Going to the buffet and walrus's confidence. Corpses Worcestershire sauce go into your orifices. Red pill, blue pill Morpheus.
Is this some sort of
flowers by the puppy?
What do you call it? Tongue twister? Yes, it is. Sharrieff for the key boost steal here. Ranny's completely starved. Sharrieff not able to really create any chances just yet. Now he's got one. That's essentially open. Ranny was completely boost starved, but Sharrieff's shot is too slow to reach the open net in time. Ranny in the same position he scored it with his first goal. Look at that flick. Signed the crossbar to the rescue. Ranny's really coming into his own with these flicks. I mean, he's always been pretty good at them, but show matches never really been the time and the place where he's been able to show just how good he is at them. Sharrieff going to take 1 goal in the second game. It's Ranny making a misplay in a boost steal position that's causing him to concede. That's what he did to concede his first goal in the last game as well. He needs to be careful over committing into the corner like this. It's a rap. Let the kids listen to it. What the kids listen to? Ah, I see. I mean, I'm clearly just too old right now. Sharrieff 2-2. And it is a floor pinch. Gets the job done for him. He's having to do so much with so little here, is Sharrieff. Not a lot of boost to make these plays, but he's managed to claw his way back into this one. It hasn't been pretty for the most part of this series. But he's just about making it work. Ranny's so awkward to play against, so difficult to get off the ball. Likes to just constantly pressure it. Now Sharrieff with a super open net, and he takes his time for it, and he will put it on target. That was careless by Ranny. He wanted distance on the clear, but he's just popped the ball straight down into Sharrieff's path. Sharrieff with an easy 2-goal lead here after the kickoff. And it's, not looked confident. It hasn't looked comfortable. But Sharrieff looks like he might be about to tie up this series. Both these guys are definitely not playing at their best so far. That's because I know for sure just how well they can play. Sharrieff especially has had some ridiculously high highs on my own stream. And Ranny, don't forget, I think he won 6 best of 5s in a row on my stream last year. So they've both had some very, very good on-stream performances in the past. This one's been a bit messy so far. Ranny needs to be the one upping the aggression here. He's got 30 seconds and he needs 2 goals. Sharrieff's making it very difficult for him to even get a look at his goal right now. 20 seconds and it's all Sharrieff. Chance after chance. Keeping Ranny at bay. Keeping him boxed in. That 50-50 is going to make it even harder for Ranny to get the comeback. Finally he gets a chance, but there's just no boost left after all the defending that he's had to do. Wave dash setup, still not going to be good enough. It looks like Sharrieff will tie up the series. And like I said earlier, it's not the prettiest series so far from Sharrieff in particular, but he did just enough here to hang on and pressure Ranny into submission at the end there. Yeah, a couple of misplays from Ranny, or that misplay from Ranny to give Sharrieff the 3rd goal, though. He'll be kicking himself for that one. He didn't even need to go up for an aerial, but he decided to go up for an aerial, try and hit the ball cross field. Miss hit led to him conceding a goal. I did pretty good, Gab. How about you? Sinocast in some Rocket League, trying to stay hydrated. Watching Sharrieff get slowly better and better as this series progresses. That's a nice little wave dash to get this counter-attack started. Sharrieff now gets the first goal in game 3. That's the first time this series he's taken the first goal, if I remember correctly. And the worrying thing now for Ranny is that he had a good chance there, a really good chance to take a 2-game lead. Like a very, very good chance. I don't think you're going to get many series against Sharrieff where he plays that poorly over 2 games combined. It's a great save by Ranny. It was awkward, but he managed to get the job done. Even though Sharrieff looked pretty dodgy compared to his usual self, Ranny only managed to take one of those games. He just wasn't able to keep control of the ball for too long. I believe he may have been waiting for Sharrieff to beat himself like he did at times in the first game of this series. That's just not going to happen if Sharrieff's playing a bit more carefully like he was. It's a good little ball chase there by Sharrieff. He's caught Ranny off guard. Ranny looking for a slow play. Sharrieff continuing to pressure with very low boosts here. He could have maybe made a play onto Ranny's car in that position. He had a chance to get underneath Ranny, trip him up, and see if he can score in the aftermath. Both players under boost. Ranny might have been pretending not to have boost there. We can see when we switched to him, he did in fact have 100, and he was just sitting still with it, trying to get Sharrieff maybe to rush a play. What has Sharrieff decided to do here? Looks like he was going for another bump, but Ranny saw it coming and reversed away from it. That's well spotted by him. You saw me yesterday morning, afternoon on someone's stream, on someone else's stream. Usually, like the early EU streamers, I'll go and say hi to them when they're streaming. Your Jessies, your Fruities, your Yukios of the current Twitch world. They're usually on pretty early for your Europeans. Right, 2-2. Sharrieff still not playing 100%, I would say, but wow, Ranny's completely taken himself out of the game. Was he looking for a wall shot on target here, or was this just a really bad landing? I've got a feeling he was trying to scoop that one into the backboard and then rebound it. It's so risky to go for plays like that when you don't have any boosts. I'm not sure if You'll want to do that too often. Sharrieff. Oh my days, what a save! Well, you know, it's taken him a couple of games to wake up, but that was really quite special. Somehow pinching it off his own post from point blank range. Sharrieff 0 boost. He's even missed a small pad. He could use that right now. Another great save by Sharrieff though. This time just flicking the ball into his own post. And another great save. Sharrieff suddenly has just exploded into the series. And what is going on now? He's just juggled the ball from one end of the field to the other. At one point, I believe he was carrying the ball while skidding along sideways. It was like that trick that skateboarders do, where the skateboard's just sliding sideways and they're standing on top of it. What do you call that? I don't really know what that's called. I probably knew that when I was younger and playing all the Tony Hawk skating games on the PS2. Is it a board slide? You'll have to forgive my my old age is really showing right now. You guys somebody's probably cringing that they know this and I don't. Sharrieff, he's definitely feeling it now. Nice little catch with a 360. You know, after getting excited in the previous play after all his saves, Sharrieff actually ended up conceding. He went a little bit too hyper, and it's continuing. We're into 1,000,000-mile-an-hour Sharrieff mode now. Let's see if he can keep it under control. So Ranny's on the hunt for a lead of his own.
American counterpart lol, thank you for getting me to love RL and keeping me entertained for over 2 years.
Hey, Don John 91.
Wish you the best hashtag stream dream.
No way. Are you a 91 baby as well? I appreciate that. Welcome back for 5 months in a row. How you doing? Right, 3-all here. 1 minute 20 on the clock. Sharrieff's decided to start freestyling. Ground-based freestyling though. None of this spinny nonsense halfway up to the ceiling. He's got to be careful because Ranny is still very much in this game. Although, is that another overcommitment by Ranny in the offensive corner? You bet it was. Luckily for him, Sharrieff couldn't convert this counter-attack. Hey, thanks for the 420 bit, Swamp. Appreciate that. Watching a CRL this season? Nah. I don't really get the... I'm not gonna lie, like, I don't really understand the, you know, collegiate, like, thing that America has going on. Or is it a collegiate thing? You know, you got all these states and they're all, like, competing against each other. But I don't really get it. Like, I don't know what the deal is. So, like, that's not really my thing, in general. And then, yeah, I don't know who any of the players are. Every time I turn on CRL, I'm like, who are these guys? So no, I don't really watch it. But yeah, I'm sure there's going to be some good games over there. You don't have to have known names to have good games. We've got a couple known names here, and 10 seconds left. Sharrieff is looking like he's about to lock up game 3. It was a strange one, but a game that he's won with some fantastic goalkeeping in the middle of it. Really phenomenal stuff. Now he's just one away from winning this. It's just colleges, you think. Yeah, but in America, colleges are like universities or something. No free college, so money for college ones. So they compete and whoever wins gets to go to college. Is that what happens? They have a Rocket League tournament and the winner gets education? I don't really know how it works. Oh yeah, in Scotland we get free education. Like, we don't pay there's no tuition fees over here. It's pretty good. We also get free healthcare. It's a pretty good system. Basically like a sports scholarship. Okay. Yeah, it sounds cool. Like, I do think it sounds pretty good, but I just don't get it, you know? We don't do that over here. Scotland type. Yeah, is there anywhere else in the world that has free tuition for higher education and also free healthcare? Or is that just Scotland? I know there's definitely other countries that have free healthcare. That's like pretty common, but free education is not as common.
14 months last night.
Germany does? Does Germany have both?
Today, steal up the content.
What's going on? Victoria with the 15 months. How is this happening? How are so many people getting so many months? Because consecutive days. Well, welcome back. It's Canada, Norway, Wales, Poland, Belgium. Canada basically free. What does that mean? All Nordic countries. Do they have like good universities as well? I'm sure they do. Like, do they have good education? 'Cause I know that some of the courses in Scottish universities are like world renowned. Not all of them.
Hey Johnny, happy to give the best Scottish
little touch there by
my Twitch
Sharrieff.
Prime every month. Also best
Casual.
caster.
Good save by Ranny at the other end. Sharrieff is trying to set up a wave dash roll here. He took a bit too long to get it going. Maybe could have got down to the ground a bit quicker with some boost, but it is hard to chain all that together. Like the combo moves in fighting games, just adding pieces onto the end here. Hey, Spank, how you doing? Welcome back for 6 months in a row with Prime. Ranny landing backwards, almost catches Sharrieff off guard, but it's more good goalkeeping by the current NA #1, and that's a good touch to take it in field. It's 1-1 in game 4. You know, I'm surprised and also impressed at how gradual the improvement has been for Sharrieff over these games. I mean, he started off in game 1 looking completely awful compared to what we've seen from him before, and then game 2 was still super shaky, but he had had some better moments, some more consistency. Last game was again an improvement on the 2 that came before it, and there was that flurry in the middle of the match where he had a lot of good saves back to back to back. And now this game he's looking like he might be the most composed version that we've seen yet. So not the Sharrieff that we're used to seeing. We usually see a guy who will pop off in the first 15 seconds, then disappear for a minute, and then he'll be back for 30 seconds, then he's off again for 15. But this is a new type of Sharrieff that we're seeing here. A lot more controlled, but he's giving Ranny a lot of space here. Ranny should be putting that in, at least testing Sharrieff's goalkeeping. And he knows that Sharrieff is pretty good in net. That's why he's been forced over the bar there. Oh no, Ranny not shooting well at all. This one goes way wide. Is this just the cumulative effect of all those saves that Sharrieff got in the last game? Now Ranny knowing that he's going to have to shoot fast and accurately if he's going to score past this guy. He's starting to miss as a result. Sharrieff trying to set up an air dribble. He's going for the flip reset, and he's caught it on the ground, upside down. Somehow recovers to stay alive as well. Well, prevented the counter attack. A minute and 37 left in game 4. This could be the game that Sharrieff wins this entire series with. All he needs is 1 goal. It's been super low scoring game, and there is going to be a goal. Sharrieff with a quick turnaround. Ranny's going to give him a nice shot in chat as well. So it was a very good turn here by Sharrieff. Smooth stuff. Ranny not able to keep up. Fixed the title. I mean, I think the title was fixed. Or are you spamming fix the title? Stop spamming, mate. I mean, if you want me to fix the title, then just say it once. Don't need multiple times. Don't need to be told times, multiple times. Especially when I think the title is already fixed. I don't think I need to. You didn't hear? No, sometimes I'll read it, but I'm not going to respond. I'm not going to respond to everything that I read in chat during a cast. Sharrieff more goal line defense and some more as well. Can't have enough of these last second saves from Sharrieff. He's made Ranny into quite a frustrated player in offense in the past few minutes. It's a great dodge by Sharrieff to save some boost. If he's trying to get into position to aerial that on target, the dodge does 2 things. Number 1, it's going to save some boost, take him towards the ball, but also, since he was falling, it's going to take away all that falling momentum and level him out so he can start flying up from a standstill rather than having to initially use boost just to break his fall. It's a smart play. Didn't result in an immediate goal, but Sharrieff made it 2 goals to the good in the seconds that followed. Now 20 left. It looks like Sharrieff is going to take this one. Ranny's gone in for an early challenge. Sharrieff's taking it past him, and the ceiling shot from distance will make it 4-1. Sharrieff looks like he's about to get revenge on Ranny for the first series that these guys played, where Ranny took him down in Game 5 OT. Very interesting to see Sharrieff playing like this. This is brand new. I'm so like surprised. I've never seen him play like this before, where he's just making gradual, slow improvements and making all these, I'd say, slight consistency jumps as the series goes on. That's ideally what you want to be doing in Rocket League. You don't always want to rely on those big swings of momentum. It's good to be able to just figure out what you're doing wrong and start. And in this case, Sharrieff was just making a ton of misplays. He just decided, all right, I'm going to try and iron out all these mistakes, just keep the basics on point, and then get the win. And after frustrating his opponent into oblivion. Yeah, it was 3-1 Sharrieff there. GG's to both these guys. It looked at the start like a really messy series, but Sharrieff at the end there showing why he is number one right now. He's definitely, with this play style, it's going to suit ranked a lot more. He's playing a bit more consistently, a bit more solid. And those saves in Game 3 were absolutely phenomenal. No free college, so money for college ones. So they compete, and whoever wins gets to go to college. Is that what happens? They have a Rocket League tournament, and the winner gets education. I don't really know how it works. Oh yeah, in Scotland we get free education. Like, we don't pay there's no tuition fees over here. It's pretty good. We also get free healthcare. It's a pretty good system. Basically like a sports scholarship. Okay, yeah, it sounds cool. Like I do think it sounds pretty good, but I just don't get it. We don't do that over here. Scotland type. Yeah, is there anywhere else in the world that has free tuition for higher education and also free healthcare? Or is that just Scotland? I know there's definitely other countries that have free healthcare. That's like pretty common, but free education is not as common.
14 months last night.
Germany does? Does Germany have both?
Today, steal up the content.
What's going on? Victoria with the 15 months. How is this happening? How are so many people getting so many months, consecutive days? Well, welcome back. It's Canada, Norway, Wales, Poland, Belgium. Canada basically free. What does that mean? All Nordic countries. Do they have like good universities as well? I'm sure they do. Like, do they have good education? 'Cause I know that some of the courses in Scottish universities are like world renowned. Not all of them.
Hey Johnny, happy to give the best Scottish
little touch there by Sharrieff.
Every month. Also
Casual. Good save by Ranny at the other end. Sharrieff is trying to set up a wave dash roll here. He took a bit too long to get it going. Maybe could have got down to the ground a bit quicker with some boost, but it is hard to chain all that together. Like the combo moves in fighting games, just adding pieces onto the end here. Hey, Spank, how you doing? Welcome back for 6 months in a row with Prime. Ranny landing backwards, almost catches Sharrieff off guard, but it's more good goalkeeping by the current NA number 1, and that's a good touch to take it in field. It's 1-1 in Game 4. I'm surprised and also impressed at how gradual the improvement has been for Sharrieff over these games. I mean, he started off in Game 1 looking completely awful compared to what we've seen from him before, and then Game 2 was still super shaky, but he had had some better moments, some more consistency. Last game was again an improvement on the two that came before it, and there was that flurry in the middle of the match where he had a lot of good saves back to back to back. And now this game he's looking like he might be the most composed version that we've seen yet. So not the Sharrieff that we're used to seeing. We usually see a guy who will pop off in the first 15 seconds, then disappear for a minute, and then he'll be back for 30 seconds, then he's off again for 15. But this is a new type of Sharrieff that we're seeing here. A lot more controlled, but he's giving Ranny a lot of space here. Ranny should be putting that in, at least testing Sharrieff's goalkeeping. And he knows that Sharrieff is pretty good in net. That's why he's been forced over the bar there. Oh no, Ranny not shooting well at all. This one goes way wide. You know, is this just the cumulative effect of all those saves that Sharrieff got in the last game? Now Ranny knowing that he's going to have to shoot fast and accurately if he's going to score past this guy. He's starting to miss as a result. Sharrieff trying to set up an air dribble. He's going for the flip reset and he's caught it on the ground upside down. Somehow recovers to stay alive as well. Well, prevented the counter attack. A minute and 37 left in game 4. This could be the game that Sharrieff wins this entire series with. All he needs is one goal. It's been super low scoring game. And there is going to be a goal. Sharrieff with a quick turnaround. Ranny's going to give him a nice shot and chat as well. So it was a very good turn here by Sharrieff. Smooth stuff. Ranny not able to keep up. Fixed the title. I mean, I think the title was fixed. Are you spamming fix the title? Stop spamming, mate. I mean, if you want me to fix the title, then just say it once. Don't need multiple times. Don't need to be told times, multiple times. Especially when I think the title is already fixed. I don't think I need to. You didn't hear? No, sometimes I'll read it, but I'm not going to respond. I'm not going to respond to everything that I read in chat during a cast. Sharrieff more goal line defense and some more as well. Can't have enough of these last second saves from Sharrieff. He's made Ranny into quite a frustrated player in offense in the past few minutes. It's a great dodge by Sharrieff to save some boost. If he's trying to get into position to aerial that on target, the dodge does two things. Number one, it's going to save some boost, take him towards the ball, but also, since he was falling, it's going to take away all that falling momentum and level him out so he can start flying up from a standstill rather than having to initially use boost just to break his fall. It's a smart play. Didn't result in an immediate goal, but Sharrieff's made it 2 goals to the good in the seconds that followed. Now 20 left. It looks like Sharrieff is going to take this one. Ranny's gone in for an early challenge. Sharrieff's taking it past him, and the ceiling shot from distance will make it 4-1. Sharrieff looks like he's about to get revenge on Ranny for the first series that these guys played, where Ranny took him down in game 5 OT. Very interesting to see Sharrieff playing like this. This is brand new. I'm so surprised. I've never seen him play like this before, where he's just making gradual slow improvements and making all these, I'd say, slight consistency jumps as the series goes on. That's ideally what you want to be doing in Rocket League. You don't always want to rely on those big swings of momentum. It's good to be able to just figure out what you're doing wrong and you know, in this case, Sharrieff was just making a ton of misplays. He just decided, all right, I'm going to try and iron out all these mistakes, just keep the basics on point, and then get the win. And after frustrating his opponent into oblivion.